video screens in my booth this year, which is different and fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and just say that. Looks like Cody Carlson, Gabriel Statsak, Liam McHenry, Alex Pugliano, and Noah Humphrey, the captains for North Medford. For Springfield out there, they've got Isaiah Navarrete, Connor Dye, Carter Bradley, and Caleb Kasparek. So captains have made their decisions, and we are all set to get underway. It looks like North Medford won the toss and elected to receive, so they will start with the ball and defend the end zone to my left. So it's going to be North Medford going left to right on your radio dial once we get going here. Both teams now running over to their sidelines, and we're almost all set to get underway here. Looks like the officials all set. The team's huddling up on the sideline. They're starting to get lined up. Got our whistles telling them to get on the field, and we're just about ready to go here. Joker and the Thief in the Night playing. I can never remember what the actual name of that song is. It's funny because it's one of those songs you hear all the time, absolutely everywhere, and I can never remember the actual title of the song. You know, if they only had some sort of crazy machine that I could use to find that information out. If I could only get that crazy thing on my phone and just use it, boy, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? So we're just about all set to get underway here between the Springfield Millers and Medford Tornadoes. Springfield's going to kick off a little short pooch kick, going to be picked up. Oh, it goes right through his legs at the 42-yard line. Boy, dangerous play there. Springfield nearly got on the football, but a good job, Johnny, on the spot. For Medford was number 24, Peterson Amatai, who falls on the football at the 40-yard line, and that is where North Medford will start their first drive, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. So nice field position there for Medford.
Covers the onside kick.
And we'll see what they do on offense. Kind of one of those cool things where the offensive line is already lined up. They're not part of the huddle. So the playmakers, if you will, set up in the huddle and get the play, and then get a little bit confused as they're now missing somebody on the field. As late player running on, Seth Niemeyer runs on, plays a little bit of left guard. So here we go. Looks like we're all set. Number 7, Bowden Howell, is going to play quarterback. He's under center. He will go back and hand off, running left, and then kind of trying to fight his way for a few yards. Doesn't get much. Is Peterson Amatai. So guy who kind of
the ball carrier on the play.
Excuse me, that's not right. That is number 34, Jeremiah Robbins. So Robbins, the first carry, gets a couple out to the 43-yard line. So it's going to set up a second down and 7
for the Tornadoes.
So again, kind of these younger level teams, you're not going to see a lot of pass plays. Nick will be calling those games more later on between the 7th and 8th graders. But so it's going to be a pretty heavy run game, and that's what got these teams here, and that's probably what's going to get them to whoever wins this game, as again it's a handoff up the middle to Robbins. Robbins runs through a tackler, and then the tackler kind of does a good job of bringing him down anyways, and then reaching out for the football and nearly able to pull that thing away, but not quite, as they call Robbins down. He gets to the 45-yard line, so a gain of a couple again.
3rd and 6 for the Tornadoes.
It's going to set up a 3rd down 5 from the 45. Actually going to say the 44.5 as we get a line change, if you will, from Medford, as they sub basically the entire team out there other than the quarterback Howell. So Howell stays out there under center. He's got I-backs behind him, a receiver to each side, tight end to his right. He will go back, handoff again, bouncing it to the outside, trying to get the corner, not quite able to get away. That's a nice defensive play. They're going to stop him for a couple-yard loss. It looked like number 1 for Springfield leading the way, Carter Bradley on the tackle. That's a nice play of shooting the gap and getting into the backfield and making that stop, and that's going to set up a 4th down as North Medford loses a yard back to the 44. And we'll see what they decide to do here. Interesting formation here as Howell is in shotgun. He's got a back behind him and one to each side. We'll see if he ends up kicking this. No, he's going to roll to his left, looking like it's going to be a quarterback sweep all the way. And again, it's Bradley out there for Springfield in the way, but it looks like Howell's able to get to the outside, lowers his shoulders through the defender, and is able to get the first down. So that's a nice effort by Howell, as it looked like he wasn't going to be able to get to that corner.
And
it looked like Bradley for Springfield had the angle on him, but just not quite able to get enough speed to kind of contain Howell to the inside, and Howell's able to escape and gets enough yards for the first down. So 1st and 10, Medford, as they are into Springfield territory for the first time. Again, it's Howell under center. He will go back, handoff to the fullback this time, kind of falling forward. Gets to the 48-yard line. So nice, again, couple yards on first down. And again, it's Jeremiah Robbins on the carry.
Ball carrier on the gain.
2 yards in a cloud of dust here for Medford so far.
Tackled by Nate Williams.
We'll see if they try to stretch things out a little bit, go to the air. And again, not a lot of kids at this level are kind of capable of getting the ball down the field that far, especially when you're playing on a field as big as Autzen. So, you're not going to see a heck of a lot of passes, but the ones that do happen are usually pretty big plays, so we'll see. Keep an ear out for that. Bowden Howell out of shotgun this time. Man goes in motion, and we have a penalty flag from the side. We'll go ahead and see what that is. Looks like it's going to be an offsides against the defense, and so that's going to give Medford a free 5 yards. They now have the ball up at the 43.
Spots the ball at the 43rd yard line.
Howell, again, same formation. Shotgun sends a man in motion from his left to his right. Springfield's showing blitz. They bring it. It's a fly sweep running right. Nice spin move, and boy, that's a nice tackle. It looked like the runner was going to be able to get away, and a nice tackle again in the open field for Springfield, as it was Andrew Hall on the carry. And Hall looked like he had a lot of room out there if he's able to get through on that spin, but not quite able to get away, and so that makes this a 3rd down and about 3 here from the 43-yard line, and we'll see what Medford does. It's that same 3rd down formation as last time. This time it's a handoff to Robbins, penalty flag at the snap. He reverses field to the right, has first down yardage, and then tackled inside the 40 up at the 38-yard line. That's a nice carry for a first down, but we'll see what that penalty is. It came from the sideline, so not going to be a hold or anything. Usually going to be a formation or a procedure type of penalty. Head coach is asking for an explanation. Not sure he's going to get one other than the signal. And looks like it's a false start.
False start called against the Tornadoes.
Indicated. That actually usually means a formation situation where they didn't have enough guys in the line of scrimmage or something like that. So 5-yard penalty negates a first down and backs up Medford to the 48.
For the Tornado.
Makes this a 3rd down and 8. Same formation, kind of a pistol formation for Howell, but he also has a back to each side. He will hand off again. Robbins forced to bounce it outside, now cuts back, trying to find a hole, trying to kind of juke and jive and find some space, and not quite able to get enough to get free for a first down. So he does get a gain up to the 44, so it's a gain of 4.
By Troy Lopez.
But again, tackled short of the first down, and so we'll see
4th and 5 for the Tornado.
Medford can convert this 4th down play. Again, it's a 4th and 5 from the 45-yard line they gave him officially. We'll see what they run. Bowden Howell will go back, hand off, running right, bouncing to the outside, has a hole, and then it closes up quickly. That's a nice defensive play. Only able to get to the 42-yard line that time. And again, it was Andrew Hall with the carry, but again, just a great job by that Springfield defense of forcing him to go back inside and then ending up making the tackle in the open field. Looked like a combination of a couple of guys trying to get you the numbers there. Looked like Andrew Borneman, who ended up stepping in from his cornerback position and making that stop. So a good job by the Springfield defense, gives the ball to their offense, and that's where they will start their drive. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. 5:03 left here in the first quarter. Still no score between Medford and Springfield. Handoff up the middle. Pressure immediately. Boy, he goes down hard. That is a big hit in the backfield. Getting up kind of slow is Carter Bradley, but my goodness. Robbins, who's gotten the ball pretty much every play on offense, leading the way defensively. So that's no gain for Carter Bradley on first down, as he had nowhere to go as soon as he got that football.
2nd and 10 for the Millers.
Millers, a little bit of a different offensive strategy as they get a play from the sideline every play, then huddle up and then break. Under center, eye backs, 2 receivers to the left. Go back. A little miscommunication in the backfield. The quarterback and the running back both have the football right now, and that confusion turns into a loss, as it looked like Medford actually came out with the football. How about that? How about that? Medford just takes the ball away. Boy, it looked like a lot of confusion
Fumble
between Connor
recovered
Dye
by
and Caleb
Alex.
Kasparic, and that's right. I'm looking at the replay right now as they kind of got hit.
1st and 10
Ball
for the
came
Tornado.
loose, and it was recovered by Medford. So 1st and 10 Medford in Springfield territory after the fumble. Looked like Liam McHenry who ended up falling on it. Little handoff running left. Again, it's Robbins, and Robbins not able to get any room this time. That's a nice
Jeremiah
response by the
Robbins,
Springfield
ball carrier.
defense, as a lot of times when you see a turnover like that, it can,
Brought down by
momentum's a
Ryan
crazy
Lucard.
thing in football. It can
No gain on the play.
Kinda
2nd and 10 for the Tornado.
be like that snowball rolling downhill and just kind of grow and grow and grow, but that's a nice job. 1st down at least by the Springfield defense of stepping up and getting the stop. 2nd down 10 here for Medford from the 41. Quarterback draw, quarterback sneak all the way. Falling forward for a couple of
Bowden
yards is Howell.
Quarterback keeper. Tackled by
Quarterback
Nate
keeper
Williams
gets him to the 38-yard line.
for a gain of 3. 3rd and 7 for the Tornado from the 38-yard line.
Makes this a 3rd down and about 7 for Medford. As they switch up the formation quite a bit, you got 2 receivers to each side now. Howell at a shotgun formation. He has a back next to him in the backfield. He will go back to throw. First pass attempt of the game. Pressure comes. He now escapes to the left, looking downfield. He's got a man out there if he can throw it that far. Not sure he can. Tucks it and runs. 1st down yardage inside the 30 and then tripped up all the way to the 26-yard line.
Bowden
That's a nice
Howell,
job
the
of
quarterback
improvisation
keeper
by
for the Tornado.
Bowden Howell.
1st down.
As he initially looked downfield trying to find somebody, didn't really have anybody open.
Pushed out
Knew
of
he
bounds
couldn't throw the
by
ball 40
Jackson
yards
Babbitt.
downfield. Don't worry, I can't
It's
either.
1st and 10
And did a
for the
good job of
Tornado.
tucking it and running it and kind of fighting through a tackle there at the end and getting enough yards for the 1st down. So a nice play by Howell there. Gets Medford their best field position of the game all the way to the 26-yard line. So far, 2 drives in this game. Medford got it into Springfield territory before turning it over on downs, and Springfield fumbled on their second play, and Medford right now in their second drive. Handoff to Robbins. Steps through a tackle, now spins and tries to get away. Not quite able to get free, however, so he will just get a 3-yard gain, but it's a nice
Jeremiah
hard
Robbins,
fought
the ball carrier on the
3-yard
gain. Tackled by Carter Bradley.
Tackled by Carter Bradley for Springfield.
2nd and 6 for
A lot
the
of Millers in
Tornado.
on that, though. Brings up 2nd down. Looks like they're going to give him about 4 on that, so it looks like they're going to give him the 22. So 2nd down and 6 here for Medford. Under center is Howell. I-backs behind him, a receiver to each side. He will go back. Hand off to the I-back. It's Robbins. Stiff arms through a tackle. Now staying on his feet, fighting for extra yards. Nice tough running down
Robbins,
to
the
the
ball carrier.
18-yard line, so a gain of
Tackled by
4.
Ashton Aguilar.
Aguilar with the tackle for the Millers. Makes this a 3rd down and short.
Brings up 3rd and 2 on the 18-yard line for the Tornadoes.
So 3rd down 2. Big opportunity here for Medford to keep the drive going. Robbins the deep back. It's going to be Howell all the way. Quarterback keeper right up the middle, and he has the 1st down easily inside the 15-yard line down to the 14.
Bowden Howell,
So
the quarterback keeper.
we've kind of seen the
Up for the
strategy
1st
for
down.
Medford so far, and it's been
Tackled by
successful so
Nate
far.
Williams.
As
It's 1st and 10.
a lot of hands off to Robbins running either way. Occasionally they'll throw in a fly sweep. Then we've seen some very, very successful quarterback sneaks by Howell, just taking the snap and running up the middle. So 1st and 10 for Medford. They can get a 1st down to the Springfield 4. Little movement at the snap. No penalty flag, however. Handoff to Robbins up the middle. He fumbles the ball, and looks like Springfield got it.
Fumble on the field.
Looks like Springfield got it. You betcha.
Covered by Alex King.
Springfield
for the
Millers
Springfield
take over
Millers.
after
It's
the
1st
fumble.
and 10 for the Millers.
And it's Alex King, Johnny on the spot, picking up the fumble. And the Millers take over. That's a big one. That's a big one for their defense. You know, I was saying it was a big opportunity for Medford. That's a big opportunity for Springfield to get their offense back on the field, and that's a great play. Looked like forcing the fumble on the tackle, Nathaniel Urton. Boy, just put that helmet right on the football. That's exactly how they teach you to do it. Keep low, get your head up,
1st and
get that
10
helmet
from
on the
12-yard
football,
line
knock
for
it
the
loose.
Millers.
That's what he did. So Springfield takes over after the fumble. Under center. Now it's going to be a quarterback sweep all the way, running left and fighting hard to the 16-yard line.
Caleb Kasperick,
Is number 11.
ball carrier, tackled by Preston Bailey
Caleb
Hendricks
Kasperick.
for a short gain.
So 1:06 left here in the first quarter. Clock
Second
running.
6.
Still no score between the Springfield
16-yard
Millers
line
and
for
the
the Millers.
Medford Tornado. It is the PeeWee State Championship game here out at Autzen Stadium. I'm Alex Braga. Again, under center, Kasparek. He's got a receiver wide and about 5 yards back on either side. Fakes the handoff, and
Penalty marker on
penalty
the field.
flag is going to stop the play. It looked like the guy he faked the handoff to fell forward a little bit too early. It looked like Carter Bradley fell forward a little bit too early, kind of leaning. That's always the fear as a running back, kind of sitting back there. You get antsy.
Millers.
Oh, snap the ball. And he just kind of leaned too far forward. And they got him. So penalty flag's going to back things up inside the original line of scrimmage to the 11.
It's 2nd and 11 from the
That makes
11-yard
this a
line.
second
for the
down and
Millers.
11 after the penalty. So Springfield a long way to go with 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Back, and it's going to be a quarterback draw, quarterback run all the way, and that thing is stuffed. Nothing there at all. So Kasparek going to be tackled back at the 11. Actually, no gain on the play. We'll see who led the way on that tackle. Right away in the backfield was number 42 for Medford, Gabriel Statsak. So clock runs out, and that will be how our first quarter
And
will
that's the end of
so
the
again,
first quarter.
we've seen some good
Millers
things on
nothing,
offense,
Tornadoes nothing.
but nothing that turned into a touchdown because of a couple of fumbles there in the first quarter. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll bring you the second quarter. It's the Willamette Valley Youth Football Championship, sponsored by the AAU out here at Autzen Stadium on KUGN News Talk 590. Well, the teams have flipped the field, and we're all set here for the second quarter. I'm Alex Braga out here from Autzen Stadium. It's the Willamette Valley Youth Football Championships, the Springfield Millers and the Medford Tornado. First play of the second quarter is a pitch running left, and that thing's going to be stuffed immediately. Leading the way for Medford defensively was number 28, Alex Pugliano. So that play stuffed from the get-go. It was a pitch play to Connor Dye, his first carry of the game. And that thing read beautifully, forced back to the inside, and Pugliano made the tackle. So that's going to make this a 4th down and a mile from the 10-yard line. And we'll see what Springfield decides to do here. As much as I've talked about teams at these levels not really having the ability to throw deep or anything like that, they also don't really have the ability to kick deep either. So we'll kind of see what they decide to do here. Obviously not a place where you'd like to give up the football inside the 10-yard line, so probably going to try a punt here. Caleb Kasparek is back in punt formation. He's going to get the ball. He bobbles it a little bit. Now is forced to run to the left. Let's see if he can get the corner. Can he get the first down yardage? No way. He is stuffed. So a tough break there for Springfield, but a good job by Medford of keeping their head on a swivel and stuffing that thing for a short gain. And that's going to turn over the ball on downs to the Tornado.
Tackled by Jeremiah Robbins.
Robbins leading the way on the tackle, is only able to get to the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Tornadoes.
So that gives Medford a 1st and 10 with fantastic field position inside the 15. They're actually going to place this ball at the 13-yard line. That's where they will start their drive after the turnover. Handoff. Actually, it's going to be Howell on the keeper. He's going to run left and get a few yards. That's a nice little carry for him inside the 10. He's going to get the 9, so a nice little 4 yards on first down. Medford can actually get a first down to about the 3.5-yard line. Might be something they're interested in. Again, I backs for Howell. He's got a receiver to each side, a tight end to his left. He'll quarterback keeper all the way again up the middle, and again, it's a nice, easy 3 yards for Howell as he gets to the 7. Actually, they're only going to give him 2 on that play, but it's
for a short gain. It's 3rd and 4.
Nice little carry for him.
Tornado.
Again, good yardage for Medford as they inch closer to that first down. A line change again for Medford as they set up in a swinging gate formation. A bunch of players on the left. Looks like a regular formation on the left and then 4 players in the middle. And then Springfield probably wisely decides to call his timeout so they can talk about what the heck to do with that formation, because Medford was all set as it was Howell and 3 linemen up in front of him, and then everybody else all the way on the left side kind of set up in their own little formation. It looked like 5 linemen with a couple of backs, so I guess the idea there for Medford was they were going to either, depending on what they saw, Howell was going to take the snap and do something himself, or he was just going to immediately throw it out there and use that swinging gate to hopefully give them an extra hole or 2 for the running back to get it into the end zone. But a nice job by Springfield of seeing that formation and saying, maybe we should come over to the sideline and talk about what to do about this thing, because we probably haven't seen this very much this year, as it's a little unorthodox of an offensive formation. But, yeah, again, Springfield calling the timeout to talk about it. Probably a good move there. Again, stick with us later on in our coverage of the Oregon State Championship weekend here at Autzen Stadium. Bring you the Junior Midget State Championship game between the Medford Tornado and Sheldon Irish. And I'll hand things over to Nick Rogers, who will take over the 7th and 8th grade games tonight. So again, Medford comes out in that same swinging gate formation, and Springfield much more ready for it this time. So we'll see what happens here. Bowden Howell out of shotgun. He's going to throw. He's got a man out there. Caught. Touchdown, Medford. Well, the swinging gate formation works to perfection for
Bowden
Medford.
Pass.
As Howell's able to get that pass out to Pugliano, and he scores. And that's our first touchdown of this championship game for the PeeWee state level.
Touchdown.
So we weren't really sure what Medford was going to do with that formation. But boy, that was a fantastic play and very well executed pass by Howell to get them that touchdown. Extra point attempt here is going to be stuffed as Howell tried to run it up the middle and wasn't able to find any room. So that just will give the Tornado 6 points. And again, at this level, kicks will actually give you 2 points, while the runs will give you 1 or pass.
Brings this score to Millers nothing and Tornadoes 6.
So the touchdown pass from Bowden Howell to Alex Pugliano gives Medford the early lead here in the second quarter. Again, 8:20 left here in the first half. Medford a 6-0 lead on Springfield. Medford all set to kick off.
Bowden Howell
our right to our left on the radio dial. Medford in the black uniforms. They have the black tops with the black pants and the black helmets with the red trim on the shoulder pads. And Springfield in their classic colors, the blue tops, blue bottoms, and white helmets.
Miller.
Kickoff is away. It's rolling towards the sideline. Looks like it's going to stay in bounds, and Medford fell on it. Oh, what a play. My goodness, you couldn't even do that with your golf club if you wanted to. That thing was beautifully placed along the sideline. And Anderson Amatai ends up being the one to fall in it right next to the sideline. Boy, that was crazy. I got to kind of explain it to you because it's just a line drive towards the sideline to try to kind of keep it away from a return man. It just bounced. It was a line drive and then just stopped and then kind of turned upfield along the sideline. That's an unbelievable play. I'm telling you, there are college and NFL kickers who can't do it that good. So Medford takes over after, I guess you'd call it an onside kick. Howell will go back. He will keep running right. Now he's going to throw late, and he's got a man out there inside the 20, 15, stiff arm at the 10, 5, fighting, touchdown, Medford. My goodness, what a
Bowden
series of
Howell's
plays
pass
from these
complete to
Medford
Andrew
Tornado.
Hall for the Tornado touchdown.
Andrew Hall with the touchdown catch, and that's a great play by Howell, because he was kind of rolling to his right to run all the way. He had pressure, stepped out of a tackle, then immediately went back to throw, and he had Hall with a couple of steps on the defender, and Hall, boy, using that physicality inside the 10-yard line to get it into the end zone. My goodness. Medford will now go for the extra point. Penalty flag from the side is going to be a false
Penalty
start.
marker
So,
on the field.
wow. I talked about momentum earlier. What a
Illegal
series of
motion
plays
called
here
against
for
the Tornado.
Medford. As they get the touchdown pass from Howell to Pugliano, they get the onside kick, I guess you call it, the beautiful pooch kick up the sideline. Follow that up with another touchdown pass from Howell. So 2 straight plays, 2 state touchdown passes for Howell. And here I was talking about how they don't pass that much. Howell running left, 10, 5. Can he get the corner? He is in. Extra point is good for Medford.
Bowden Howell,
And they
the
are
quarterback
starting to
keeper
roll
for
here
the
in the second
Tornado
quarter.
conversion.
A touchdown, 2 consecutive touchdown passes from Bowden Howell gives Medford a
8:01 left to
13 to
play in
nothing
the
lead
first
with
half.
8:01
Millers nothing,
left here
and the
in the first
Tornadoes
half.
13.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll bring you more second quarter action on KUGN News Talk 590.
Andrew Hall to kick for the Tornado.
Action. We're live at Oxy Stadium on KUGN News Talk 590.
Hall's
Again,
kick
Medford
goes
kinda
out of
tries
bounds
that
at the 48-yard line.
Little pooch kick towards the left
Penalty
sideline. That
marker
time
on
it
the
didn't go
field.
far enough and is going to go out of bounds. Straight out of bounds. So Springfield's going to take over with some nice field position, trailing 13 to nothing here in the championship game for the PeeWee level.
Penalty will spot
We
the
have
ball
seen
at the
some pretty
48-yard
crazy
line.
plays in the last
1st and 10
sequences
for the Millers.
for the Medford Tornado. Got 7:42 left here in the first half, and they have a 13 to nothing lead. But I had just finished talking about how teams at this level don't really like to pass that much because, you know, it's hard to throw a ball very far. But then on consecutive Medford offensive plays, we've had touchdown passes from Bowden Howell, so shows how much I know. Don't listen to me. They give me a microphone for some reason. I'm not sure why. Springfield now with the ball, running left and just stood up as soon as he tried to hit the hole.
Caleb Kasperk on the quarterback
That's a great
keeper.
tackle. Get the number for you
Tackled
as
by
number
Alex
28.
Poligo.
Pugliano there with
We're
the
loss of
tackle.
one.
So that's a very physical,
Second and
nice
11
play there.
From the 49-yard line.
Kind of stuffed Kasparek as he tried to turn the corner. He turned the corner, tried to cut it in, and unfortunately for him, that's right where that defender was. So 1 yard loss back to the 49 makes this a 2nd down and 11 for Springfield. Trips to the left on this play. One running back. He will get the handoff. Bounces to the outside, bounces to the inside. Nice little vision. Nice
Carter
little jump
Bradley
cuts there for
on the carry.
Carter Bradley.
Tackled
As
by
he falls
Jeremiah
forward to the
Robbins.
46, so a nice little gain of 3 there. Makes this a little bit more
For a gain
manageable
of
3rd down
4.
play for Springfield. Kind of see the athleticism
3rd and 7
there
for the
Bradley
Millers.
as the hole wasn't there initially, but jump back, jump forth, jump back, and then kind of found a little bit of room. Nice heads-up play there. So 3rd down and 8 here for Springfield, trailing 13-0 here in the second quarter. Back, it's going to be a handoff right up the middle, spinning and trying to fight for extra yardage was Connor Dye.
Connor
Not quite
Dye,
able
the
to get
ball
away, but
carrier.
he does get it up to the 43-yard line. So Connor
Tackled
Dye,
by
his
Alex
2nd carry
Poligo.
of the game.
4th and
Makes
6
this
for
a
the
4th
Millers.
down and about 6. 5.5, we'll say. And we'll see what Springfield dials up here. Wow, that was interesting as Kasparek
Penalty
kind of
flag on the field.
went to go back. Looked like he was all set to run the play, but he didn't have the ball. He
False
was
start
expecting
called
the
against
center
the
to
Millers.
snap him the ball, and he didn't get it, so he's kind of backing up without the football in his hands.
Spots
and
the ball at the 48-yard line.
he, unfortunately for Springfield, was the only guy moving, and so that's going to be a false start on the quarterback, I
Fourth
guess.
and 10 for the Millers.
Makes this a 4th down and 10 now for Springfield. Back at the original line of scrimmage at the 48. Back to throw now, looking left. He's going to try to hit the back out of the flat. It's caught by Bradley, 45. Got the corner, 40, 35, and out of bounds. That's a nice pass and a great catch by Bradley.
Kasperik's pass
using that
complete to
speed
Carter
to get to the
Bradley.
corner. That's a 1st down on a 4th down
For the
for
Millers,
Millers.
first down.
Well, that's a nice touch pass over the defender because there was not a lot of room to put that football, but just right over the head of the defender, Amatai, who was in good position. And Bradley, how about that? Able to bring that thing in and use his speed to get to that corner. So a 1st down for Springfield and a big one as they trail by a couple of scores here. Same formation here for Springfield. Kasperik under center. He will go back, handoff up the middle for Dye. Dye falls forward to the 31, so nice couple of yards there.
Connor Dye, the ball carrier.
Connor Dye makes this a 2nd down 8 as Dye now comes off the field.
Gain of 2.
Boy, nice job on both sides of the football
2nd
so
and
far
8
for
from the 31-yard line.
able to get a couple of turnovers, actually in all aspects so far. A couple of turnovers, you get that onside kick, I guess we're going to call it. One of the better kickoffs you're going to see at any level at all, ever. Pretty amazing. They fell on it, turned that into a touchdown, so obviously their offense is doing pretty good as well. So back to pass is Springfield, and pressure coming from both sides, and Kasperik's going to go down in the backfield. That's a
Caleb
sack.
Kasperik.
Leading the
Sack
way
for a
for
loss.
Medford is number 5, Tanner Tuggle. So Tuggle gets the sack,
Peterson
and that backs up
Morty
Springfield to
on
the
the tackle.
34 now, so it's a loss of 3. That makes this
Brings
a
up
3rd down
third
and
long for the
12.
Millers.
The last time they were faced with this kind of situation, Springfield threw the ball out of the backfield and converted really well. And so we'll see if they can do something like that again here. Third down 12 here for Springfield. We'll see what they dial up. I-backs now. Go back, handoff to the deep back. Tries to cut it inside Robbins, and Robbins able to bring him down immediately.
Carter Bradley,
All over the field so
ball
far
carrier.
has been Robbins. It was Carter Bradley on the carry up the middle. He's able to get just a yard back to the original line of scrimmage at the 33. So that sets up a 4th down and 10. And
Tackled by Joey Newberg.
I guess you could punt it if you want to if you're Springfield, but
Brings up 4th and 10 for the Millers.
probably no man's land 4-down territory anyways. So likely going to send out the offense now as they have a man run in the play from the sideline. Every play into the huddle. So actually, we used to do it back when I used to play in middle school. We always had that guy run in the play from the sideline. He'll sub in for a guy pretty much every play. You just had your designated guys. So 4th down 10. Springfield sends a man in motion. Got a little movement from the tight end at the snap, and that's going to be a false start
Penalty
against the
marker on
Millers,
the
so they're going to
field.
back themselves up to the 38. Going to set up a 4th down and 15
Ball
now.
start called against the Millers.
Or my coaches always used to tell me to hold your water, Braga. I still don't really understand what that means.
Penalty will spot the ball.
But I associate it with
It's
not
4th and
doing
long
false
for the
starts,
Millers.
so I guess that's what it means. It has no other meaning as far as I know. So, timeout called by Springfield. We're going to keep it right here. Obviously, Sunday means a lot of action in the NFL today as well. Get you some of those scores here in just a second.
Timeout called by Springfield.
There we go. Got the Ravens and the Steelers playing right now. Right now, the Ravens with a 21-7 lead. Cowboys up on the Broncos, big in the 4th, 35. Or excuse me, Cowboys up on the Browns, 35-10. A little bit of a difference between the Browns and Broncos. The Chiefs lead the Jags, 19-7. The Dolphins up on the Jets, 20-16. Giants up on the Eagles. Big NFC East matchup there, 28-20. And the Vikings up on the Lions, 16-3. All those games in the 4th quarter. A couple of those just winding down. Looks like the Vikings are going to end up beating the Lions there. My Niners, my poor Niners, play the Saints later on today. positive feelings, ladies and gentlemen. Send some positive feelings. So here he goes. Both teams back out on the field now as we got a 4th and 15 here for Springfield. I formation, man going in motion from left to right. Going back, rolling right to throw. Eyes down the field. He's got a man out there. Oh, he's hit right as he throws, or he's got a man out there open. Maybe enough room to get the first down, but as he goes back to throw, his arm is hit, ball falls incomplete, and that means another turnover on downs.
Be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for the Tornado.
So Medford will take over 1st down 10 at their 38-yard line here with 3 minutes flat left in the first half. Medford a 13-0 lead on the Millers. And again, pretty clear which team this Medford team feeds into, as they got the colors for it, they got the name for it. As the high school team is the Black Tornado. This is the Medford Tornado. They got the red and the black. Back to throw again. Howell going deep. He's got a man out there. 40, 35, and pushed out of bounds. All the way up at the 31-yard line.
Howell's pass complete.
You know, I gotta give Howell an apology here, because I was talking most of the first quarter about how teams at this level don't really like to throw that much because they can't. And Howell has been absolutely fantastic throwing the football. Already a couple of touchdown passes. That one deep into Springfield territory up at the 31-yard line. Medford now quickly up to the line. Howell back to throw again. This time it's in the flat. Caught 35-30. Outside at the 25. Cuts it inside at the 20 and spun down to the 17-yard line. Another first down. That time the completion out there to
Patterson and Morty.
Number 24, Peterson Amatai.
Tackled by Nathan
Tell you what,
Burton.
This is quite the potent passing attack for Medford. And something Springfield probably hasn't seen that much this year. So kind of that wing T formation, if you will, for Medford now, as it's going to be a handoff, running right, trying to find room to the outside, not gonna get it. Nice tackle in the backfield by Kasperick.
Loss by Caleb Kasperick.
Kasperick with the tackle in the backfield as that ball kind of handed off to Andrew Hall, and Andrew Hall just had no room because Kasperick forced him back to the inside and drops him all the way back to the 26-yard line. That's a loss of 9 on the play. Makes this a 2nd down and 19. Spread formation here for Medford. Back to throw. Howell looking deep up the sideline. He's got a man out there. Caught inside the 10 and down to the 6.
Bowden Howell's pass complete to Luke Wilson.
Like Luke Wilson with the catch. A couple of Medford players out there who could have brought it in, but Wilson kind of jumped in front of his own teammate and brings that thing in and goes down inside the 10-yard line all the way down to the 6. A gain of 20. Gives them a first down. So that was 2nd down and 19. Might as well just gain 20. Man goes in motion from left to right. Hand off to Robbins up the middle. Penalty flag from the side. Robbins fighting inside the 5 and down to the 2. We'll see what that penalty is. Looks like it's going to be a formation penalty against Medford. So that's going to back them up.
Bryson Clifford.
So 1st and goal from the 6 becomes 1st and goal from the 11 after the penalty.
Penalty on the field. Ball start called against the Tornado.
Actually, it would have been 2nd and goal from the 3
Spots
after
the ball
the
at the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Tornado.
Penalty backs him up. Still 1st and goal for Medford. I formation behind Howell. Howell already 2 touchdown passes in this game. We'll see if they go to the air here again. He will go back, looking to throw the ball into the flat. It's caught. 14-10, stiff arm at the 5, stepping over a tackle, touchdown! Fantastic effort by Peterson Amatai to get that thing into the end zone.
The Tornado touchdown.
And another touchdown pass for Howell, and another touchdown for Medford. Tell you what. This is a fine passing attack this Medford Tornado team has as we look at the replay on Duck Vision. Sure looked good to me. So again, Medford lining up their offense, trying to go for the extra point here. Kind of that wing T formation. It is an odd formation. Gives the defenses a lot of stuff that they have to think about. It's a direct snap that time to Liam McHenry, and McHenry not able to find any room. He's tackled pretty much right when he got the ball. So the extra point is no good, but if you're Medford, you're fine with the way things are going right now.
Extra point
1:17
attempt,
left
no
here
good.
in the
Brings
first
the
half.
score
It is
with a minute
Medford
17 left
19,
in the first
Springfield
half of the
nothing on
game.
KUGN News Talk
Millers
590.
nothing, and the Tornado 19. Penalty marker on the field, onside attempt. Goes out, 44-yard line. Ball will be spotted at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Millers. Honor Dye, the ball carrier for the Springfield first down. Tackled by Justin Pitts. It's 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Kasperick on the keeper. Tackled by Jeremiah
As Kasperick
Robbins
tried to bounce it to the outside and then cut it in. That's right where Robbins was. And, boy, he leads the way in a big way. That is a big-time hit in the backfield. So a loss of 1 for Springfield makes this a 2nd down 11 from the Medford 27-yard line. Flip the formation now, twins to the right, handoff to the late back. It is not going to get much. Ran into a pile of Medford defenders. That time on the handoff, it was Troy Lopez,
the ball carrier.
So Lopez
That's our
does
last
get a
play
yard,
for
so
the
he gets it
first
back
half
to the
of
line of
play.
scrimmage to the
Millers
26.
0
By the way,
and the
I'm looking at the
Tornado
team
19.
photo right now as the first half comes to an end. Looking at the team photo right now, Troy Lopez, he is wearing shades. That is a good look. Wonder if anybody put him up to that one, because that's cool stuff right there. So that rings in the end of the first half here from Autzen Stadium between the Medford Tornado and the Springfield Millers. Our score, Medford 19, Springfield nothing. Howell threw a touchdown pass to Pugliano. Medford then got an onside kick, threw a touchdown pass the next play, Howell to Hall. And then Springfield got a nice drive going into Medford territory before turning it over on downs. Medford took over, a nice touchdown pass from Howell to Amatai, and the 3rd touchdown pass of the game for him. And Springfield took over and kind of ran out the clock there to end the first half. So Howell finishing the first half, 27 yards rushing, 7 for 7 passing, 74 yards, and 3 scores. So that is quite a first half of action at the quarterback position for Bowden Howell. As Medford tries a little squib kick again, and this time Springfield able to fall on it. So Springfield's going to start the second half with the ball here at their own 39-yard line after recovering that kick. And so we shall see if they're able to get something going here. Again, just beginning the second half here out at Autzen Stadium for the PeeWee State Championship game between Medford and Springfield. I'm Alex Braga here on KUGN. Proud to bring you the championship games out at Autzen every year. I've been doing this the last, I want to say, 4 or 5, maybe 5 or 6 years. It's been a blast every single time, so big thanks to them for having us out here. This time the AAU running the show. So it is Springfield starting off with the ball. Again, under center, it is Kasperick. And again, not a lot going offensively here for Springfield as he goes back and is just kind of hit immediately. And looks like they're going to say he lost a yard back to the 38. So that Medford defense, as good as their offense and their quarterback Howell has been, that defense has been pretty stout as well.
11, the 38-yard line for the Millers.
So 2nd down 11 here for the Millers from their own 38-yard line. Apologies for not being able to put together stats a little better than that. Honestly, I wasn't expecting such a barrage. At least I was able to get you Howell and his 3 touchdown passes. Kasperick on 2nd down long, hands off up the middle, trying to find space.
Carter Bradley, the ball
is Connor Bradley, and he's just Carter Bradley, excuse me, and he's just not really able to get much. There's a couple of defenders there for Medford on the tackle, leading the way. Number 28 Pugliano and number 34 Robbins. That's kind of the usual suspects today for Medford, as they have had quite the defensive showing from those kids. So 3rd down and 12. Excuse me, 3rd down and 11 here for Springfield. They get the play in from the sideline a little bit late here. Running on is Jackson Babbitt. Finally gets into that huddle and they break. All set for a 3rd down long. Each time Springfield's kind of attempted to do a pass, they haven't really had a lot of time to throw it. This time Kasperick tries to keep up the middle and he just runs right into a couple of tacklers. So the hole's just kind of not opening up for him today, at least not yet.
Kasperick on the quarterback keeper.
He does get a yard back to the original line of scrimmage to the 39-yard line.
On the play. Tackled by Gabriel Stastic.
That makes this a 4th down, and we'll see what Springfield decides to do here.
4th and 10 for the Millers.
Again, Medford on top 19-0 here from Autzen Stadium. Just underway in the 2nd half. Beautiful day at Eugene. Unseasonably warm the last few days. Kasperick, I formation. He will pitch running right. It's Bradley trying to find a hole. Cuts inside the 40 and just not able to fight through that last arm tackle. A nice job to bring down Bradley short of the yardage to gain. He gets it out to the 42. Had to get to the 49. And it looked like if he's able to just step through that last tackle, he probably would have been able to do it, but just couldn't quite get away. And that means Medford will take over on downs. They go ahead and call timeout to talk about it. Give me a chance to kind of set the scene for our coverage today. After this game, I'll bring you the Junior Midget State Championship game between Medford and Sheldon. Again, kind of give you the difference in those levels. I mean, you hear Junior Midget, you have no idea what that really means. The PeeWee game that I'm calling right now is 4th and 5th graders. Actually, 5th graders with 4th graders over 105 pounds. And then the junior midget level is 6th graders and 5th graders over 120 pounds. So you kind of apply to play, and then if you're in those brackets, so to speak, then they put you on these teams. And then later on, Nick Rogers is going to come in and relieve me for the 7th grade junior open game and the 8th grade senior open game, and those are unlimited weight-wise, but the 7th and 8th graders. Medford now back out there on offense. 1st and 10 in Springfield territory. Howell, he's going to fake the handoff. Now he's going to do quarterback sweep, running right. Nothing doing there. Shooting the gap, making the play in the backfield was number 22 for Springfield, Nate Williams. Nice speed to see the hole that the line kind of opened up for Howell to just fill that thing himself and get that stop in the backfield. That's a loss of 2 back to the 44. So that's a nice play and a big play for this defense as they need something positive here. That time now Howell back in shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side. With a back next to him in the backfield. Claps his hands, ready for the snap. He's going to go back to throw. Screen play set up to the left. We'll see if it opens up. Nice initial pursuit by Springfield, and then a lot of friends coming through to make that tackle. Boy, that's a nice play as it looks like number 17, Nathaniel Urton, ends up making the tackle.
Pass to Justin Pitts, complete.
A little bit shaken up on that play, but a nice tackle anyways. The pass complete on the screen play to Justin Pitts. He doesn't get anything, so it's no gain on the play. A nice job of group tackling there by the Millers. So 3rd down and 12. Howell under center. He will go back to throw. Now he's going to run right. Eyes still down the field, but he's going to try and hit that corner. 40, 35. Tries to get to the sideline at the 30 and see where they place the ball. Looks like he got the first down. You betcha. Had to get to the 32-yard line. He gets the 30. So Bowden Howell uses that speed to get to the corner and has another first down for the Medford Tornado.
It's 1st and 10 for the Tornado.
That's great. That's just all speed and then using that stiff arm at the end to get those last extra couple of yards. Bowden Howell, we've seen it through the air. We've seen it on the ground today. He's having quite the ball game. Fullback now goes in motion from out of the backfield to the right. Howell looking downfield. Eye still on the field. Pressure comes in. He throws it. It's intercepted. 25-30. Cuts back at the 40. Does he have it? 45-50. Inside Medford territory. And there's that big break from the defense for Springfield as Andrew Borneman steps in front of the pass and returns it back into Medford territory.
Back to the 45-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Springfield Millers.
And Howell's probably going to want that ball back because pressure came and he just kind of threw it up, maybe trying to throw it away. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but Borneman in a great position defensively to bring that ball in, and boy, he was close to housing that thing. So a nice job by Borneman on defense, gives his offense a nice opportunity here. Kasparic under center. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. It's a pitch, and that play stuffed. As soon as the back got the ball, number 24, Peterson Amatai, was there to make the tackle. So that's going to be a loss back to the 49-yard line.
Tackled by Tanner Tuggle.
Pitch was to
loss of 2 on the play.
Number 10, Connor Dye.
2nd and 12 for the Millers.
So the loss is back to the 49. Drive started up at the 46, so it's actually a loss of 3. 5:10 left here in the 3rd quarter. Medford a 19-0 lead on Springfield in the PeeWee State Championship game. Kasparic under center, going back to throw, looking right. Pressure comes down, steps up, and he's got a big hole. 45, steps through a tackle at the 40, 35, cuts back at the 30. Can he get to the corner on the other side? Oh, nearly stays on his feet, gets it all the way to the 25-yard line. That's a heads-up play by a quarterback because he had pressure coming from both sides as Medford basically sent the house on a blitz. So he just steps right into the hole vacated in the middle and used some great moves to get it up the field and nearly took that one all the way.
From the 24-yard line.
Ball placed at the 24 officially. That's a big-time play. 25 yards on the carry. Kasparic, 1st and 10 for Springfield. Twins to the right, 1 receiver to the left. He hands off up the middle. Nice hole, 20. Oh, nearly able to get away before Robbins brings him down. That time Connor Dye on the carry again. But a nice little carry to the 21-yard line. So a gain of 3. Robbins probably saves a touchdown there on the tackle. Actually, it might not have been Robbins.
On the 21-yard line.
Amatai again. Well, it's one of those 2 kids. I tell you what. Yeah, it is actually Robbins on that play. So nice tackle from the linebacker position. Springfield breaks the huddle, 2nd down and 6. Kasperek, same formation. He will go back to throw. Pressure again, and he steps into pressure, and that time he's going to go down. Back at the 24. So a loss of 3 on the play is Medford's just kind of
Peterson and Marty
sending the house on that. And Kasperek doesn't really have a chance to throw that football as Peterson Amatai with the sack.
24-yard line.
Makes this a 3rd down and 10 back at the original line of scrimmage, and we'll see if Kasperek has a little more magic here in this drive. Again, Springfield, one of their better offensive positions in this game after the interception by Borneman. Gets it into Medford territory. Really the only mistake by the quarterback for Medford, Howell, today was that interception, and we'll see if Springfield can do something with it. Bradley in motion, gets a handoff. He's got room, 20, 15, cuts back at the 10, 5, dragging a defender, nearly getting it into the end zone. He's going to get all the way down to the 1-yard line. That's a nifty little play call. And Bradley, the handoff, he's the guy who came around on the end around. He gets the handoff, and a big hole opened up by that offensive line. Bradley gets it inside the 5, all the way to the 1.5, they'll say. So 1st and goal for Springfield. Well, that's a nice move he gave at about the 20 to cut inside 3 Medford defenders and open up space for himself. So here you go, Springfield. Chance to get on the board here in the 3rd quarter. Back a handoff and just kind of stuffed as soon as he gets the football. Again, it's Bradley that time, and again, it's Robbins kind of just blowing that play up again. So they're going to say he loses now, back to the 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal for the Millers.
2nd down goal for the Millers here. We'll see if they can get something going. So again, all this action here in the 3rd quarter kind of turned on its head on the interception by Borneman. Springfield kind of desperately needing a score here in the 3rd to bring this thing closer. Bradley again in motion. He will again get the handoff. Running right, cuts it inside, reaching towards the end zone. Touchdown, Springfield. Carter Bradley gets the Millers on the board.
The ball carrier for the Millers touchdown.
And it really couldn't have been anybody else, because his fantastic run got them inside the 5. Got to reward him with getting him that touchdown, and that's a nice effort at the end of the play to kind of spin through the tackle and reach over the goal line and get the touchdown. So Springfield on the board here. The score, Medford 19, Springfield 6, after the touchdown run by Carter Bradley. Springfield will line up their offense, going for the extra point. Again, regular offensive plays get you 1 point, kicks get you 2. Kasperek rolling right to throw. Pressure comes right in his face, and he just kind of forced to tuck the ball and fall down where he is, or it was going to be worse than it was. So tackle for a loss means the extra point is no good, but Springfield does get on the board here in the 3rd. Our score, Medford 19, Springfield 6 for the PeeWee State Championship game on KUGN Newstalk 590.
Bryson Clifford to kick. Bowden Howell. Jeremiah Robbins on the return.
We're back with live football action from
Tornado
Oxen
start their
Stadium.
drive
It's the
midfield.
Willamette
First and 10
Football Championships
for the
on
Tornado.
KUGN News Talk 590.
Welcome back here to Autzen Stadium. Alex Braga. Medford, after the kickoff return, starts with the ball at midfield. Howell with a quick pass out of the backfield. It is caught and then down to the 25-yard line. Nice little completion out there to Liam McHenry.
Peterson and Morty.
Believe that is
Ball carrier on the
McHenry's
game.
first touch of the game.
Tackled
So nice
by
little
Andrew
first down
Borneman.
pass. Gets Medford 5 yards on first down.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second down
Makes
and
this
6
a-
for the Tornado.
Second down and 5. Twins to each side for Howell, a back next to him. He will go back and hand off up the middle. Run play all the way to Robbins. Robbins fighting through tackles. First down yardage. Still keeping his feet going. Falling forward to the 37-yard line. That's tough running by
on
Howell.
the
Excuse me,
play,
by
Carter.
Jeremiah Robbins.
Tackled by Carter Bradley.
Tackled by
It's
Carter
first and
Bradley
10 for
for
the Tornado.
Springfield, but not before. Robbins gets a first down. It's the first carry by Robbins since the second drive of the game for Medford. As teams usually bring in that full rotation of players. Everybody gets a chance. Same formation here for Medford. Twins to each side. One back next to Howell. Howell this time. Handoff up the middle. Big hole. 35 and then spun down
Robbins, the ball carrier.
after a 5-yard
Tackled
gain
by
is
Isaiah
Robbins. So
Navarrete.
had a truck to run through on that right side. That's nice blocking by the offensive line there. And Robbins knew what to do with it. Nice little tackle there at the end
Gain
by
of 5
Nathaniel
yards on the
Urton
play.
for the Millers.
Will be second down, 5.
Actually, that'll give a
Tornado.
gain of 4 to the 32. This looks like we're going to get a timeout
And
here.
that's the end of the third quarter.
So, yeah, that would be because our third quarter is over.
Miller 6 and the Tornado 19.
At the end of the third quarter, it has been a game pretty much dominated by the Medford Tornado, but a third quarter in which Springfield has shown a lot of heart and is kind of fighting back in this game with a chance to come back in the fourth. When we come back, fourth quarter action on KUGN News Talk 590.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have
Here at beautiful Autzen Stadium. Wonderful fall day here for the Oregon State Championship weekend. Bringing you all the action on Sunday, obviously it being Sunday. Handoff for Medford on second down, and 5 is on the end around, and it's near a first down. Actually going to get the yardage he needed for the first down was Andrew Hall on the carry. So Hall with the carry to the 25-yard line. Gain of 7 means a first down for Medford. The game I kind of saw walking in, the final in that one, the junior PeeWee State Championship game. Medford, the Raiders beat the Willamette Wolverines in that one. So pretty big day here for Medford as they win that game now. Currently with a lead in the fourth quarter in this one, and then they play the next game I'm going to call the Junior Midget State Championship game as well. Again, it's Hull in motion from right to left, and this time Howell's going to keep it rolling left to throw. Now it's going to be a run all the way. He doesn't have anybody out in a pattern, so 25 hits the corner at the 20, steps through a tackle at the 15, still on his feet at the 15, and then finally ridden down at the 14-yard line. But that's a nice little run by Howell.
Quarterback
It looked like he
tackled by Jackson
was thinking of stepping out of bounds, but kind of stayed in at the end and got the extra yardage he needed for the first down. So nice little effort and a smart play by Howell to get the yards he needed for the first. Clock now running 9:30 left here in the ball game. Howell with kind of the wing T formation again. Handoff running right this time is for Medford is Peterson Amatai. He's trying to bounce to the outside. Nice job by Springfield of forcing him back to the inside. He did not have any room out there.
Peterson.
That's a loss back to the 14 of 1. Good pursuit there by the Millers defense as
Isaiah Navarrete.
led the way. Carter Bradley ends up being Kasparek who gets the final tackle on that one.
2nd and 10 for the Tornado.
Carter Bradley's been all over the field on offense and defense for the Millers today, so heard his name a couple of times. Howell back to throw. Pressure comes, so he's going to escape to the left. He's got some room out there. 15, 10. Cuts it to the outside and tackled. Boy, it looked like kind of a late hit out there, but
quarterback keeper.
Not enough damage done to throw the flag, I guess.
Jackson Babbitt.
Nice run inside the 10, out of bounds at the 7, gives him a 7-yard gain. They're about halfway towards the first down. They get a first down at the 3, so that sets up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4 for the Tornado.
And 4 here for the Tornado. We'll see what Medford dials up here. 2 receivers to each side. Robbins next to Howell in the backfield. We'll see if they give it to him here. Give it to the big physical kid. High snap. Howell's going to field it. Looking downfield to throw. Pressure comes from the backside. He's going to go down. Nice job by that Millers defense. Things kind of
tackled for a loss.
Got crazy on them, and they kind of kept their heads, and it's Connor Dye who ends up getting the sack for Springfield. So that sets up a 4th down and a big opportunity for Springfield's defense to get the ball back. Again, Medford can get a first down to the 3. Man goes in motion from right to left. Howell, go back to throw. No, he's going to run right all the way. Cuts to the outside. He's near a first down. Falls forward. We'll see if they give it to him. I don't think so.
The quarterback keeper.
He had to get to the 3-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the 4.
Bradley.
So that Springfield defense looks like it stepped up and got the ball back.
Not enough for the first down.
You betcha. There's the first down signal from the official
for the Springfield Millers.
So Springfield's got a long way to go here from their own 4-yard line, trailing by 2 scores, but they have a chance now thanks to their defense. Timeout called on the field by Medford. We'll go ahead and take it too. You're listening to the Youth Football Championship games on KUGN News Talk 5. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be stuffed for no gain on first down. That's going to make this a 2nd down and 10. Look like Dye there on the carry.
Hunter
Indeed
Dye,
it was.
the ball carrier.
So drive starts on the 4. He gets to the 4. That is, by definition, no gain. Go figure. I'm good at math. 7:46 left here in the ball game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's kind of a running joke every Friday night during our high school broadcasts how neither me nor my broadcast partner Ben Shoresman do any sort of math at all ever. And kids, if you're listening to this, try hard at math, because it if you don't, you might suffer for it later on in life, like we do. That time it's Kasparek on the carry right up the middle.
Small gain.
Falls forward for a couple of yards out to the 11. Excuse me, to the 6.
3rd down and 8.
That would be quite the fall, going from the 4-yard line to the 11. Have to be Shaq out there or something. So the run to the 6 makes this a 3rd down 8. We'll see what Springfield dials up here. They had a couple of big plays, especially on that last drive. They got them big chunk plays. One by Bradley, one by Kasparek. So we'll see what they dial up here. This time Bradley in motion. He's going to get the handoff again on the play that gave him the big yardage earlier, and he's going to be brought down
on the
for a
field.
Loss back to the 5, but a penalty
Carter
flag
Bradley,
right at the end.
Carrier.
That is in the area of a face mask, so we'll see if that's what it is. If so, that'd be a first down for Springfield. Indeed, personal foul.
Personal
Helmet-to-helmet
foul called
contact
against
they're going to
the
call.
Tornado.
And so that's an automatic first down, 15-yard penalty out to the 20-yard line. So that's a big one as it
Penalty
gives
will mark
Springfield a
this
new set of
ball at the
downs
20-yard
and gets them
line.
out of the
It's
shadow
first
of
and
their own
10
end zone.
for the Millers.
And obviously that's kind of and kind of seeing the replay there. Bradley was in the pile, and a player for Medford, as he was in the pile, just kind of hit him helmet to helmet. And you can't do that. And that's obviously a huge emphasis, not only at the pro level, the high school level, the college level, but also especially at the youth level. As you heard Fred Banks talk about it in my pregame interview, these coaches and officials, they got to go to a clinic just for that topic every offseason. So obviously a big emphasis on safety put into these games and the rule books
on the
themselves.
quarterback keeper.
That time Kasparek on the quarterback keeper kind of falls forward.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from
Game
the
about
20.
the 20 and a half. They're going to say no gain, so makes this 2nd down 10. Yeah, but again, the coaches, the officials, they all got to go through these clinics and make sure they're giving an emphasis to the players that helmet-to-helmet stuff and contact around the head, just not okay anymore. Can't do it. Not that it ever really was okay, but now you'll get a penalty for it as well. Kasparek under center. He will pitch running left, and nice job by the Medford defense again. Just
Connor Dye.
they're pretty much just in the backfield at the snap every single play. As Dye again on the carry, losing back to the 18-yard line, a loss of 2, but
brings up 3rd and long
a couple
for the
of
Millers.
Tornado players in on that tackle, and just immediately in the backfield, as soon as they see that it's going to be a pitch play, they just shoot into that backfield and get in there. That time, Amatai leading the way. But a bunch of Tornado players in on pretty much every tackle. That's got to be something those coaches talk about quite a bit, as want a lot of hats to the football. They're doing a great job of that. Again, our score here in the 4th quarter of the PeeWee State Championship game, Medford 19, Springfield 6. 4:30 left here in the ball game. 3rd down long. It's going to be a reverse. Here's Bradley on the handoff. Boy, he had some room, but that's a nice play by Howell.
Carter
Coming
Bradley,
from his
the ball
defensive
carrier,
position to stop that for just a
tackled
short
by
gain to the
Odin Howell.
19-yard line. That play looked like it had
brings up 4th and 11
possibly
for the Millers.
touchdown written all over it. Just a huge hole, but Howell just shoots in from his defensive back position and stuffs that thing after a short gain. So that makes this a 4th down and 11 for Springfield. Got to get something on this play. So we now see one of the teams in our next game already walking towards their sideline there. The Junior Midget State Championship game coming up next between Medford and Sheldon. The Sheldon team, I only say that because they're wearing green, walking towards the sideline there. Kasparek back to throw. Pressure comes. He throws it. Oh, he had a man out there, but he got hit right as he threw, and the ball falls incomplete, and that
Bradley's
will turn the
pass
ball
intended
over on downs back to Medford.
For Bryden Johnson, incomplete.
Kasparek kind of getting up slow. Yeah, not really getting up at all. He got hit pretty hard as he got rid of that football. And the routine on plays like this, you'll see it watching right now, as every player for each team takes a knee when there's an injured player. Coach Paul Kasparek goes out there to check on his kid. Kind of patting him on the back, giving him a chat. Starts to get up now. Looks like he's going to be all right. But boy, did he take a really big hit as he went back to throw that football. Had a guy out there. Everybody gives him a round of applause as he's walking off the field now with Paul. Probably a combination of a couple of things. Kind of hurt pride. He's got the big 4th down
Caleb
play
Casper,
not come through for you.
player.
And then also he took a pretty big hit, so hurt in general. So Medford will take over on downs with a 19-6 lead with 3:33 left in the ball game. 24-yard line of the Millers. You got 2 guys in the backfield. You got Robbins at the fullback. You got Amatai at the deep back. Howell under center. He will go back. It is a handoff up the middle to Robbins. Robbins a lot of room. Tries to spin and then kind of gets hit in the back as he's in the middle of his spin, but does get to the 14-yard line. So the drive started at the 19-yard line. So that's a gain of 5. Getting all messed up with my
Tackled by Carter
yard
Bradley.
markers here from the corner. I'm standing up in the press
For a
box at
gain of
about
5 yards.
equivalent to the opposite 10-yard line of where they
Second
are.
for the
So,
Tornado.
again, not good at numbers. So second down and about 4 or 5 here for Medford. Howell under center, same formation. Handoff again to Robbins. He's got first down yardage inside the 10. Stepping through a tackle, still fighting. Stiff arm inside the 5, and then finally stood up by a host of Millers, but he gets all the way down to the 4-yard line, and another first down here for
Jeremiah
Medford
Robbins, the ball carrier,
on some hard
tackled
running
by Nathaniel
by
Burton.
Jeremiah Robbins.
Brings up first and goal for the Tornado.
So Robbins, who started out the game for Medford, their main ball carrier, ends up finishing off the game as their main ball carrier, it looks like. Here comes Robin again. This time it's the counter. Boy, ran through a tackle, still staying on his feet and fighting, getting down to that 1-yard line. Tough running down to the 1 now for Robbins. Man alive.
Jeremiah Robbins
Just kind of ran through a tackler, and then he showed a lot of different things on that play. Ran through a tackle, so he showed the physicality, and then spun off another one. So he's got the agility there. He's now lined up at fullback. Howell will go back, handoff to Robbins, lowering his shoulders, trying to get it into the end zone. I'm not sure he quite got there. No, he didn't. They're going to place this ball at the half-yard line. So Robbins stood up, and a good effort there by the Millers defense, not giving up in this game. No doubt about it, as they made a goal line stand on the last drive.
Brings up third and goal for the
Trying to make
Tornado.
another one here. Third down goal as Medford now spreads out the formation with 1:49 left in the game. It's going to be Robbins on the handoff, up the middle, touchdown. Jeremiah Robbins.
Jeremiah Robbins.
The hole kind of opened up
Ball
for him, and he
carrier
just
for the
lowered that
Tornado.
shoulder, got it into the
Touchdown.
end zone, and Medford extends their lead to 25-6. So that's actually the first touchdown run of the game for Medford, as they had 3 touchdown passes by Howell earlier. That time coming from Jeremiah Robbins. Gets on the scoreboard. Extra point attempt here. Howell back to throw. Jump ball right at the line. Doesn't look like they're going to give him the line to gain, so the incomplete pass means the extra point is no good. But Medford extends their lead to 25-6. It's the PeeWee State Championship
Fouls
game
passed.
on KUGN Newstalk
Yellow.
590.
Complete, but short of the goal line. With 1:40 left in the game, it's the Millers 6 and the Tornado 25. Alex King on the return.
We're live at Oxford
Tackled by
Stadium
Peterson
on
and Morty.
KUGN Newstalk 590.
Alex King on the kickoff return for Springfield. Gets the ball to the 38-yard line, and that's where Springfield will have the ball with 1:31 left here in the ball
first
game.
and 10,
trailing
the
25 to
37-yard
6.
line.
We'll see if maybe they try to air it out here. Last couple of minutes of their season. Again, obviously a pretty good season for the Springfield Millers this year as they make it all the way to the championship game here at Autzen. Just kind of going up against a couple of really, really good football players and a good team effort from Medford as well. Handoff up the middle. Now cutting into the inside is Carter Bradley.
Carter Bradley,
41-yard
ball
line, gain of
carrier.
3.
Tackled by Jeremiah Robbins.
And that's not to say Springfield doesn't have a couple of great athletes themselves and
Gain
a
of 4
great
yards.
team themselves, but I'm just
Second
saying.
and 6 for the Millers.
the performances by Bowden Howell at quarterback and Jeremiah Robbins defensively and on offense as well have been pretty standout. Clock now running under a minute here. Springfield breaks the huddle, heads up to the line. Kasparic will hand off up the middle, and it looks like it's Bradley again. Bradley runs right into the pile.
No gain.
No gain on the play. Actually, a Medford player came out of the pile with it.
Tackled by Liam McHenry.
Liam McHenry, the guy on the tackle, came out of the
It's third and
pile
7
with
for
the ball.
Miller.
They're not going to give it to him, though. So the run to the 41, that's no gain for Bradley. Clock now under 25 seconds. Probably the last play we're going to see in this game from either team. So one last shot this year here for the Millers. So they have twins to the right here, a tight end to the left, I-backs behind Kasparic, who is back in the game, by the way. He will go back. It's going to be a pitch to the right to Bradley, and Bradley just stood up as soon as he got that ball. That time on the play, number 42, Gabriel Statzak on the tackle, and that will be the end of our game. The clock runs out, and we have a champion for the PeeWee State level.
And the Medford Tornado, 25.
A 25-6 victory
to the
over
Medford
the
Tornadoes, PeeWee champions.
Start to cheer from the stands, and the teams line up to shake hands at midfield here at Autzen Stadium. They're actually shaking right at the O, right in the middle of the field. A lot of good sportsmanship from both sides here. And then we're going to have the trophy ceremony and the medal ceremony. Again, I was up here walking around the press box, and that's where they kind of keep all the kind of the staging area, if you will, for the trophies and stuff like that. And they're pretty cool. So now we see both teams